Hi guys, welcome back to the Gully Cricket Showdown. And I'm your host Ayushi, and today we'll be talking about the T20 World Cup final. Joining me are our experts Mukul and Pankaj. So before we talk about the final, let's discuss about how the semi-final went into and how both the teams got out of here. So starting with you, Mukul, what stood out for you in the semi-final performance, and which team impressed you the most on their way out to the finals?
As I predicted, like my heart was rooting for New Zealand, and that happened because South Africa has a history. It's nothing against South Africa; they're a fabulous team, I think. But I said what I said because South Africa first has a history of choking in when it matters the most, like in knockouts and everything. There have been many tournaments where they have played like amazing cricket, like in Super 8s and starting phases. But as soon as semi-finals and finals come, they are not able to cross the line. So, and New Zealand, on the other hand, does the exact opposite always. So New Zealand peaking at the right time, they just made a mockery of South Africa completely, and then South Africa, being South Africa, could not handle the pressure. Also, I said it in my video that changing of venues will impact South Africa because they were playing all their matches at the same ground. All of a sudden, they had to travel, they had to adjust to new conditions. Semi-final pressure, they could not do it. For India, I think if we also remember when we started a preview of the World Cup, I said England would be my dark horse. Nobody's talking about England. They've been very silent. And I know they struggled a little bit in the starting phases, group phases, but they also learned to peak at the right time, somehow made it to the next stage again and again. And they almost chased a record total yesterday. It was very scary for some time. Like literally, I thought that we have lost this game because cricket is a game of momentum, and clearly anyone who has seen a lot of cricket would know the momentum was with them. But thanks to one guy, we only believe in Jasprit Bumrah. I think because of him, we are here, and some fabulous catches by Axar Patel. So yeah, all in all, a fabulous tournament. This is how the finals and semi-finals should be, and let's see.
Yeah, great. And Pankaj, what are your thoughts?
I mean, exactly the same. For the first match, although semi-final one, I did think the team who won the toss might have an advantage. And luckily for New Zealand, I think they came through, did their homework, limited South Africa to 170 something, did not let them cross the 200 marker. And then I think Allen was just in some other godly form. And I hope he doesn't repeat that against India, because 133 balls is just unheard of. That's like more than 300 strike rate, and that is just insane. And Seifert as well. I think for New Zealand, as Mukul said in the last video as well, if they perform both the batters, then they can put up exceptional scores. But it depends on what day it is for those guys. So I think that's going to matter a lot coming into this match. And again, India versus England, that was too close to comfort for me. I thought at 254, 256, that game was done and dusted. But credit to England again, and Ben Hill scoring that ton and just doing what he does. Basically, that's his third 100, and it's in all different formats. So that's quite a stat as well. But I mean, huge credit to them. They made a game out of it. It should not have been. And again, Bumrah is just something else. In those death overs, bowling for 8 runs and then 6 runs is unheard of. And we are very lucky that he is in our team.
Yeah, really. So that's a great insight. So now let's talk about the venue. And as we know that the finals will be played at the Narendra Modi Stadium. And interestingly, India have already lost there against South Africa in the earlier tournament. So guys, how much do you think this condition and the venue history will have an impact on the final? Starting with you, Mukul.
See, I think I know the ghosts of 2023 are still there, and then we lost a match really badly in this. But if you see other bilaterals and everything, India has a good record of winning the matches there. And this stadium was built solely on the purpose of hosting finals, hosting big matches. So I don't think we are get rid of this anytime soon. So India has to learn to win matches there. It will be the I would rather prefer having finals at Mumbai, like how it happened yesterday. I would rather not, like, that kind of match is scary. I still remember 2023 semi-finals were also in Mumbai against New Zealand. India scored 398, yeah, and New Zealand was almost chasing that in an ODI match. So that's like, this not kind of the game you want to, like, it's like gully cricket literally. So we don't want that. So Ahmedabad gives you a chance of, like, winning, scoring like 180, 170 runs. That's how 80-20 match should be. So I think India need to pull up their socks, come with a strategy, and like not be scared. I don't think the teams per se are thinking about, oh, this stadium is like not good for us, blah blah blah. These kind of comparisons keep on coming. It came in India West Indies also, that West Indies has never lost against India in T20 World Cups. They have never lost in like Kolkata, blah blah blah, but India won. Same thing happened yesterday. There were like comparisons again, but India won. So it's not these things keep on coming and keep on going. That's not a problem. But yeah, I mean, it's Ahmedabad is a good place. Like, I know it's, for the fans it's haunting, and it's rightly so. But yeah, India has a good chance to overcome that and make good memories instead.
Yeah, Pankaj, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that as well. I mean, historically, it's not an important stadium. Of course, it's just been built, and we are pushing the agenda of having all the finals there. But I don't think it should matter much. Of course, Team India needs to just put out that ghost of the past from the 2023 World Cup and the last match against South Africa as well. But we are not playing in Australia or South Africa again. It is New Zealand, and even they are going to have to adapt to the pitch as well. So I think it's an equal ground coming into the final, and that should favor India since it's our home ground.
Okay, so looking at the matchup, will this finally be a New Zealand's year, as they are often treated as underdogs?
Well,
I think
I'll take this one, and I really hope it's not, but they have been outperforming. We always, in every video, whenever we talk about New Zealand, it's always about how they punch above their weight, and they have done exactly that again coming into this final. So I don't want to lose to another Oceanic team, in Ahmedabad, and I really hope it's not going to happen again.
Well, my jersey says it all. Like, it's lucky since I've gotten this. India has won 2 tournaments, but yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be a cakewalk. We last tournament, like, the Champions Trophy final was also against New Zealand, and India won that, and it was not a cakewalk. It was relatively easy, but it was definitely not like a walk in the park, and I don't think this will be either. We recently played 5 T20s against New Zealand. That was our last series just before T20 World Cup. India won that 4-1, like literally clean sweep, like, and the one match also which they lost, they were kind of experimenting and took it lightly, So, and that series made the T20 team, like, that these people will be invincible, because that's how they performed in that series. But in T20, as soon as the cup started, things were like, all of a sudden they just felt like there was some off color, like, so I think India has the best practice against New Zealand. New Zealand also has the best practice against India, so it applies both ways. New Zealand, somehow, if you look from day by day, like, kind of like the performance from the team on paper, there was no team which was as strong as India. And even performance-wise, I think India has been put under pressure in quarterfinals, in the group stages by South Africa, and in semi-finals also yesterday. But they somehow made it through. That's the sign of good teams and, like, handling pressure. New Zealand does not really have any pressure. They are like 7 people in the whole country, and like 3 of them are playing cricket. So nobody is watching their cricket. So I don't think they are under pressure that much, but they still find ways to produce amazing cricketers and play amazing cricket. There have been some scares from Finn Allen and everything, because Finn Allen, I think, played only 1 T20, the last one in the series, and scored 80 odd runs. So yes, and I think our weapon against them was Varun Chakravarti, obviously against like the god Jassi Bhai, but like, yeah, I mean, Varun Chakravarti has been terribly off color. So I think we have the number 1 T20 batter and the number 1 T20 bowler, and both have been like drastically out of form. Like, they don't know how to bowl or how to bat. So I read a tweet somewhere that the Varun Chakravarti should maybe bowl to Abhishek Sharma in nets only, so that one of them at least will come into form. That's how bad they are performing. But there is always a new day, and hopefully, even if one of them plays to their potential, they alone have the capacity to win a match for India. So, and I hope at least one of them, if not both of them, comes to the party in the finals. And if they do, then I think we'll have a good match. I will repeat, India still has not played to their potential full team given this
Yeah.
World Cup. Yesterday the batting was absolutely phenomenal, but the bowling was horrible equally. So the whole team has to perform, and if they do, I don't think New Zealand will stand a chance, not even close. But if they don't, even if they give a slight whisker to New Zealand, they will take it, and then they will make it life very tough for India. So that's how it is, But hopefully, India will cross the line somehow, and we'll see a new record.
Okay, so the next question is, can India make it two in a row? Like, playing at the home ground brings a huge support, and on the other end, a lot of pressure as well. So, guys, who do you think will have an edge in this final? And like, what are your predictions? Who will lift the trophy and why?
I mean,
You go first.
it has to be India, right? I mean, Mukul's gonna say the same. You just have to look at his jersey right now, and that tells a story. But I agree. Like Varun hasn't performed well, so there is that slight doubt in everyone's head. Abhishek Sharma has utterly underperformed, even in the fielding department. Of course, he's not batting to his standards, but there has been another shining light in the form of Sanju Samson, who just comes in, takes two, man of the matches, and has been performing so well. Was lucky yesterday, but he made it count. His luck wasn't the only thing that was in the picture. So he's someone that we can rely on if Abhishek Sharma does not perform. But I really hope he does, because that's the only chance he has now. There's only one match left. And that also tells how strong India is, because the best bowler is not performing, the best batsman is not performing, and yet the team is in the finals yet again. And batting has not been a problem for India so far. So going into this, I think India should be the favorites, and I really hope it is not going to be an off day in the office for Team India.
Yes, we can only afford like one day in a tournament, and that day
Yeah.
has already happened.
Exactly.
In terms of South Africa, and I don't think, I think it's the time for analysis is over. I think this is just final. This is like the final game, and I think if you look by it, I would say like India has 3 times as more chance easily as compared to New Zealand. If you look at the odds, I think it will easily be India. New Zealand has like 1 to 3 odds, and India has like maybe 1 to like 1.10, 1.2, So yeah, it from the looks of it, it's like everybody will say it's India, but yeah, anything can happen on a day of cricket. But like even if they play, like I said, even close to their potential, they will easily take it.
But you can never count New Zealand out.
Yeah, obviously.
That's the
You
only
cannot
thing.
count. I know. I agree on that. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Thank you guys for your time and your expert opinions. So, well, everything comes down to this one final match, and this will going to be an exciting contest. So, make your team and make your predictions and see who will win this T20 World Cup. So, play now only on Gully Cricket this T20 World Cup. Thank you.
Yes, and we have some new contests in this final match, which we have like never added. So I mean, you definitely have a good chance to win some new and big prizes. So hopefully they will be filled, and we'll add more because there's like 3 days gap. But yeah, should start joining now.
Yeah, and hopefully Team India wins.
Yep.
Yeah.